Hey guys, sorry by the way I started the live stream before I validated every change. So yeah, this is not going to be um a live stream about Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. This is going to be a Sonic Rumble live stream. I'm going to be opening up here the game, chat, everything, so everything looks cool and all. Okay, here we are. By the way, really sorry. I know that it looked like I tricked you all, but yeah, I forgot to actually switch the details here on YouTube. So yeah, that's going to be it. Before we start, I would like to say hi to Fion O'Leary. How's it going? Hey to Sonic Blast and hey to Sticky Fox. So I decided to make a challenge this week, and I hope that you guys enjoy this little challenge. I'm still setting up here some things, that's why you hear things cutting off. Either way, I decided that I'm going to be live streaming from Monday to Saturday, since unfortunately I cannot live stream here on Sunday, but we are going to be live streaming Sonic Rumble. It is the most recently released Sonic game, and I am indeed a certified content creator. I'm part of the creators program, as you guys can see here. So I decided to use this moment to just play the game and to have fun with all of you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing some matches. You guys can choose the character that I play next, so that way we actually have a bit of fun, and I think it's very important. At the current moment I have lots of the golden banners, but I'm still missing some characters. That's why my currently default character is actually Espio the Chameleon, and we are going to be focusing on that aspect of the live stream, so that we can actually farm here some matches. If any of you wants to join in, feel free to do it. I always want to have some people in. I'm going to be inviting here some friends to see if they want to join in. And yeah, besides that, we are just going to be focusing here on playing the game. So I only have a short amount of time today, but we are going to be trying to play the best we can. So here is my profile. It's still a bit work in progress, guys, to be honest, because I still have lots of things to upgrade, but it is what it is. At the current moment we have a bonus of 69 in terms of skill, 69, and we actually are improving every single thing that we can, so that our score can rise up. I'm going to take this time to rank it up a bit, so that we actually have everything that we need. I saw that someone joined in, thank you very much in advance. So we are going to be upgrading everything till we need rings, because it's the best approach that we can do. Unfortunately, these ones now require rings at the end. Let's just take this moment to upgrade clicking. And yeah, okay. Hey to 7050 Sonic the Hedgehog the Switch. How's it going? So we are going to be joined in by content creator K.T.E.EXE. Guys, if you can, please don't forget to support him. He is a pretty cool content creator, and we are going to be playing with him. I'm going to be switching up between skins and everything. If you guys want me to play as a specific character, please feel free to leave your suggestions in the comment section down below. For now, we are going to be using here Sonic the Hedgehog, and we are going to be here supporting our little companion, Chip, as a reference to Sonic Unleashed. Hope that you guys enjoy this. Hey James, how's it going? Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, indeed, long time no see. So today we are going to be focusing here on playing Sonic Rumble. I'm going to be playing right now as Sonic the Hedgehog, and we are playing with fellow content creator K.T.E.EXE. I know that many of you already know who K.T.E.EXE is, but in case you are not subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe to him. He makes amazing content, way better than mine. So if you can, please subscribe. Keep it up. Sometimes this gets a little bit too confusing for my liking. However, this is now the perfect moment to attack. Let's try out our Charge Blast, get some rings, and let's focus on using our high speed finder skills. Okay, fourth place, not bad at all. By the way, for those that are here in the live stream, I would like to ask, what is your guys' opinion about Sonic Rumble currently? Personally, I like Sonic Rumble. I'm not going to pretend that I don't, because I've been enjoying the game quite a lot. However, I must confess that some things are not tuned in to the ways that I would really want them to. Okay, Frozen Factory Survival. Let's see how it goes. Wait, tomorrow might release a video or so about Sonic Rumble. This week is here going to be dedicated to Sonic Rumble in the channel, okay? Still don't know exactly how I'm going to be releasing stuff. We are going to be playing, hopefully, 6 days in a row, okay? The times of these live streams is going to be when I am free. Unfortunately, I don't have a specific schedule for this week, so it can vary, okay? In the meantime, we would like to remember you guys that if you do any kinds of purchases, please, for me, consider using my creator code. It's Sonic Station. You'll be able to support me. You don't pay more for it. You don't pay less for it. You just give me a percentage. This year, I believe it's around 6% of your purchases. So it will be a great monetary support, and I will truly appreciate that. Okay, Rumble is a bit slow for me, but it's nice to play to pass the time. Yeah, it can be a bit on the slower side, but honestly, I think that is a bit for the better. Game audio is too loud. Okay, we are going to adjust that in a little bit, okay? I've been loving the whole Sonic Rumble experience. Not gonna lie, okay guys? Being a part of the creators program has been a ton of fun. There isn't anything that I can point out that I truly don't like. It has been really quite fun. Hey, ice cream flavored bunny, how's it going? Welcome to the live stream. Now, I would like to take this time just to say that there is more content, of course, coming to the channel, needless to say, and there are some things coming for you guys. What I would like to ask you all is, of course, to keep supporting here the channel, because soon we are going to be hosting a giveaway. And there is some secrets that are going to be revealed this week. That's why I really want to ask you guys to please, for me, like and subscribe here to the channel. It would mean a whole lot to me. Now, we are going to be switching up skins. If you guys have any skin that you want me to play as, please feel free to tell me what you guys want to see. I'm basically going to be choosing my favorite skins from each character in case you guys don't give me like a good or proper suggestion. Movie Sonic? Okay, James, we can play as Movie Sonic. Let me just switch here the buddies, since Chip is a bit... Sorry, it's a bit outdated, and I'm going to adjust the whole audio thing. We're going to be using the movie drone, that way we are Sonic movie themed. Unfortunately, I don't have any Metal Sonic skins, which is kind of a bummer. So, someone said that the gaming audio was a bit too loud. Okay, this probably is a bit better. I know that you guys stopped hearing it. Hey Rian, how's it going? Welcome to the live stream. Can you do Zavok next? Of course I can. No words. Is the channel gonna be revived in the future? Who knows? Who knows? Only time will tell. It's no secret that I don't want to let this channel die, of course, but there have been so many things happening in my personal life that I cannot make a prediction about it, okay? But I'm working really hard for this to really work out. We're going to be seeing here what you guys think. Do you draw the Sonic image in the stream layout yourself? I made the original one, and then there is one of my friends which is called Sonic Citadel that is really good with sprite arts, and I asked him to convert it. But the original, yes. Well, clearly Chaotic Soda is way better at me than this. And guys, you guys don't know, Chaotic Soda is a content creator, so please, if you can, consider subscribing to him. I know that many people know more about him than about me, but hey, it is what it is. So if you have any questions, things that you want to say, please use this moment, it is for that. Ainda bem, Rian. Ou Ryan, eu nunca sei se pronuncio bem o teu nome. So let's see, okay. SP is so happy, yeah. By the way, since we are here in the live stream, we'd like to take this time to just remind you that there are 2 codes that you can claim right now in Sonic Rumble. The first one is called Forever Thanks, which is for EVERTHX, and it's going to give you 50 free red star rings. And the other one is actually launch rewards. So, launch rewards with an S at the end. However, there are some people that already claimed this code before, and it was only called launch reward without the ending S. If you did that, please claim launch rewards with the S at the end, because it's going to give you an extra 1,000 rings. As we all already know, you can never grab too many rings. Okay, Starlight's Carnival Ring Battle is a good place. By the way, for those that are here, one of the things that I want to mention is that I ended up receiving an exclusive Sonic Rumble Creators Kit. It is a pretty long video because I do all the challenges, unlike certain content creators which only saved up the cards. But I would like to ask and incentivize all of you to watch that video. It is my most well-produced video to this moment. It was a huge experience and I would like to see that. What happened to the Sonic Rambling stream series? Excellent question. I basically just did a pilot and never did another one. So yeah, you can't really say that it is a series, unfortunately. But eventually might evolve to a Sonic Rambling series. I've been way too focused on personal life, as probably some of you already know, others might not, so let me just update. I'm a real life doctor, so yeah, I spend a whole lot of time working. And yeah, that's why sometimes I don't have the time that I want. Wish that sometimes I could make a bit more with what I have. Maybe in the future, who knows? That series might return. Okay. Yeah, K.T.E.EXE Soda is just way too good at this. But hey, anyone is better at this than me, honestly. Okay, with this we got second. So GG's to everyone. In the meantime, we'll be able to take this time to take any questions, things that you want to ask, okay? So that way we can have a bit of a more fun interaction. Going to be live streaming for only 30 minutes more. Decided to extend the time a little bit. Unfortunately, I cannot extend it more. So, there was someone who asked me, was Sticky Fox to play as Zavok? I'm going to be using here this skin from Zavok, which is called the Exosuit Agent Zavok. In the meantime, you guys have the whole rest of the live stream. In this case, not the rest of the live stream, but like this time you can like be thinking about what's the next character that you want me to play as. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them. Whether it is opinions about the Sonic series, whether it is more stuff, feel free to do it. They got another Zavok skin. Yes, they got this one, which is the Exosuit Agent Zavok. I believe every single character has 3 skins by now. Okay, maybe not Big the Cat, honestly. I think Big is the only one missing. Why did I get stuck here? Seriously? Okay, and we are playing with 2 skills because I'm dumb and I forgot that I have a full set. So these skills are not going to be useful for me, at least at the current moment. But hey, it is what it is. Once again, for those that are arriving, if you ever do any purchases here in Sonic Rumble, I would like to incentivize you to use my creator's code, which is Sonic Station, all with lower cases, and you'll basically be supporting me with a share of what you end up spending here in the game, so it will really mean a lot. And we are playing with another content creator, which is Vale. Okay, that was a close one. Let's flip a little bit. Anyway, to any content creator that you see here during the live stream, please, for me, consider subscribing. Haven't heard of him. Honestly, me neither. We are actually going to be showcasing at the end what is his channel, because I really don't recall him. Like, we tend to talk in the Sonic Rumble Creators Program server with many people, but I am not recognizing him. I think he's a French content creator, if I'm not mistaken. Probably spoke like once or twice, but hey, I don't usually speak with people that are not really that good at English, unless they speak my main language. Okay, clearly we are not doing a good job at this. Let's see if we can survive. I used the bowl shield, thought that it was a good move, but apparently wasn't really that beautiful. Oh well, can't win them all, really. Okay, we are going to proceed to another one. Unfortunately, K.T.E.EXE Soda ended up leaving us, but hey, it is what it is. Do you guys have any other suggestions of skins that you want me to see playing as? If you do, please, for me, choose the skin that you want me to play as. I already played as Movie Sonic, so... Okay, II is a solid choice. Yeah, we can play as II. It's probably one of my favorites from the whole Sega cast. So yeah, let's give it a go. While you have some time, consider choosing the next character. You probably only have time for like 3 or 4 games, so yeah, it is what it is. At least for today, of course, because tomorrow we are going to return here with more Sonic Rumble at a different time. But it is what it is. I work in shifts, so yeah. Cannot really predict that. I know that live streaming Friday is going to be absolutely insane, but hey, sometimes it is what it is. And even the spin dash from II isn't really that good of a skill, but hey, sometimes it is what it is. So let's use the dive kick to gain here some distance. No idea why I got stuck there, but don't worry. Yeah, II is probably going to be the 5th character in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I actually had and still have a video in production about Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, but we can discuss it here. I believe that I might have been able to find out what are going to be the characters that are going to be featured in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Of course, we already know from the Sega Pass and from the whole DLC thing, you know, the roadmap, we already know the characters. From there, at least we know that we have Hatsune Miku, we have Joker, we have the one that was released recently, Ichiban, and the ones that I think that we are going to have, honestly, are this December, I believe we are going to be having nights. It makes a whole lot of sense. And there was the whole, render that is in the back of the box revealed. We had in one of Tails 2's thing, we had Overboard revealed for Nights. So yeah, I believe Nights is going to be the next one. II is probably going to be the 5th one, and II deserves it. Super Monkey Ball is pretty popular. And then I think that they are going to be exploring franchises that are part from the Sega catalog, but that, are like popular, or they are going to be making some sort of comeback. I believe those are going to be chosen. So of course, Pete from Jet Set Radio, Axel from Crazy Taxi, I believe Gilius Thunder from Golden Axe is going to make it, and Ryu, the whole ninja from Shinobi, the Shinobi series, because those are actually series that are currently featured in the Sega Forever page. So I believe it really makes a whole lot of sense for them to return. And then, having to make choices, I will be honest, I'm going to be a bit biased. I cannot believe... Okay, we survived. I'm going to be a bit biased. I would like to see Ulala from Space Channel 5. Would like to see Amigo from Somebody Amigo. And I believe the last character, which is a bit strange, is going to be Red from Angry Birds, the movie Red version. And why do I think this? Because I know that the season pass ends at the end of the year. I know that Angry Birds movie 3 is coming out there. The pass ends at around that time. We have a lot of toys regarding cars and Angry Birds. And Angry Birds actually became a pretty popular franchise for those that are Sonic fans. So I believe that we have a high chance for Red to be joining in. And I would personally like it, honestly. I know some people would like Alex Kidd to make an appearance. It is possible, but I don't really see it. Don't really see it. But hey, only time will tell. Honestly, I never played much from Jet Set Radio, but I ended up learning about the Sega IP, especially from playing Sega Superstars Tennis. It is a pretty solid game, and unfortunately we don't have like a good proper way of playing it, honestly. I would prefer if this game was ported rather than some that I have seen. I know it's playable in macOS. Come on. Nobody plays games on Mac. Alex Kidd isn't as dead as you are saying, James. There was a remake around 20... I cannot believe that I got second at the end. What? There was a remake that was released around 2018, if I'm not mistaken. Honestly, the franchises that I mentioned coming from Sega, they are all pretty well and alive. The most dead one is actually Knights, so yeah. It is what it is. So, next one. I want to play as... I think that Ulala has a chance. Space Channel 5 VR was released around 2020. I think she has a chance. Honestly, I truly believe that she might have a chance. We're going to be playing as Dr. Eggman, literally. Actually love this skin from Eggman. And he kind of fits. It is a doctor just like me, so yeah. Also, it would be really fun to have Ulala and Hatsune Miku interacting. Now, what other characters would you guys want to see? Actually, I'm pretty curious. I think that Altered Beast does not fit in. Of course, we had here Bangu and Fantasy Star Online. Those aren't really franchises that I am too invested on, so I don't think that we are going to have them, honestly. Skies of Arcadia is another one that was in the All-Stars Racing Transform, don't see it. Billy Hatcher is pretty dead. Rystar, no, I don't see it. Of course, we have Fantasy Zone. For Fantasy Zone, I would see them more as extreme gears, honestly. Like what we have in Sonic Riders, where we have Fantasy Zone extreme gear. I would see that. Yeah, I don't think Rystar is pretty dead. Honestly, I know that people like Rystar. Don't get me wrong, I like Rystar too, but I think Rystar is pretty dead, which is a shame. Like, we never got any Rystar games. We only have 2 Rystar games, for those that don't know. One is for the Sega Mega Drive, the other one is for the Sega GameCube. So yeah. Okay, I can see that there are some characters that I did not separate the skills properly. But hey, first place, let's go. Now, another thing that I wanted to discuss, I know that some of you would want like Movie Sonic or Movie Shadow or whatever. I know that many of you would love them. Or Tangle, Whisper. I understand. Trust me. I truly understand. But I don't think that we are going to be getting that. Who knows? Who knows? I think maybe if we have a season 2, they are going to make a Sonic themed pack. And there we can see the IDW characters, movie versions of certain characters, probably other characters just like Marie the Raccoon. Yeah, I think that would be possible, but only if we have a season 2. Okay, unrelated to Crossworlds, but the Space Channel 5 movie is coming. Yeah, would be actually pretty cool, James. I never heard anything about the Space Channel 5 movie, to be honest. Yes, she is Jinx. However, notice what is the card that she is using in that comic. She's not using a custom card. She's using actually the Beetle Motobug themed card. So we have already that card. Not having her as a playable character just shows to me that they don't want to commit to having her. Otherwise, why wouldn't she be already in the game? Don't get me wrong, we truly want to see her, but I don't think, unless she is like a surprise character with, I don't know, but don't really see her in the season pass. Another character that I am pretty upset for not seeing in the game is actually the Chow Gang, but I actually understand. They were in Team Sonic Racing, really like them. I didn't like that they replaced Spring, but I like them as a character. But I believe it is due to the extreme gears. They would have to come up with a solution. And there isn't like a good solution. Of course, I have one, which is using the character skin from the Sonic Adventure 2 multiplayer, which is actually called Milk for some reason, but sure. Using that has like the main part of the cart, and that when you were not riding the car, that bio exosuit would serve as the vehicle, you know. I think that would be an opportunity for that. Okay. Don't really think that is going to happen. In fact, I did not make any choices from games that are not from Sega, because they did the season pass pretty strategically, honestly. They were pretty strategic with their approach. And honestly, I like what we have for the season pass. Maybe the one that I'm not as excited is Avatar, because I think it doesn't really connect. But that's a personal opinion. So, no one chose another character. Let's give it a go to our boy, Shadow the Hedgehog, baby. Why not? I thought that I had here another thing. Oh no, it's from my early access account. Oh well. Wanted to use a Shao theme around Shadow, but I don't have that in this account. How do you know that there will be new mechanics? Also, I don't think that we had any looks towards the Avatar pack. At least, I don't recall. If we have, like, don't get me wrong, would really appreciate it. But I have not seen any looks of the Avatar, nor the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pack. Like, all these series were or are part of what was my childhood. So I like all of them. Like, all of them. There isn't one that I'm going to look at and that I'm going to say, oh no, I think that this one was unneeded. Probably the one that was least part of my childhood was Minecraft, because I never played Minecraft that much. But like SpongeBob, I watched it on television. It was what defined Nickelodeon for me. So yeah, Avatar, man, one of those shows that I always liked watching despite not following it, because I did not have Nickelodeon at the time at my house. So I did not make it like a big thing to follow it up. We follow some episodes. Yeah, I really liked the show. It felt like an anime. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is my childhood. So yeah, Pac-Man is my childhood. And Mega Man is one of those franchises that I always loved. Oh, I have not seen any leaks in June. Which version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles did you like? So, I grew up with two versions. I grew up with the first one, like the classics, on television. And then I grew up with the reboot around from the 2000s. I believe 2004, I think that was it. The other series I did not follow. Not even going to attempt to say, oh no, I followed a bit. No. In fact, I actually have a story with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Basically, when I was a child, my parents gave me like an ultimatum for one Christmas, where I had 3 choices about what I could choose. Sonic Heroes, Sonic Battle, or a whole set from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I ended up choosing the whole set. I had toys from all of them. At the beginning I only had Raffaello, if I'm not mistaken. But then I ended up buying all of them. Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was one of those series that I followed. I don't know the names of the series. I only know the years that they came up, but probably not James. I don't recall that name. I know that probably many of you like question whether I follow a certain series or not. It's not my thing, honestly. Recently I have been seeing some things that I should have watched from my childhood and everything, but I never followed when it was the right time for it, if you guys get the idea. Either way, after this one we are going to have our final game, so if you guys want to choose the character for the final game, please go ahead and feel free to do it. Okay. In this one, we actually have a pretty good chance. Let me just use I Am All of Me. Okay, vector down. The audio seems to be failing a little bit. Maybe Amy? Yeah, sure. Why not? Man, I cannot believe that I am losing all these games right at the end. Like, what? But hey, congrats to K.T.E.EXE. Good game. Okay, so we are going to be ending this with playing as Miss Amy Rose. I actually have quite a few skins from Amy that I like. But we are going to be playing as her journalist skin. It's my favorite one. By the way, I know that my my audience ends up having different kinds of tastes, of course, but what shows that you guys end up growing up with before or besides, we can say, Sonic? I grew up with 2 Sonic series, Sonic Underground and Sonic X. The others never caught them on TV. Sonic Boom, when I did, I was a bit too old for that. I guess we can say that. And I never watched it. And Sonic Prime, I ended up watching. But, like, it was kind of expected for me to watch it. For me, I grew up with tons of different series. Of course, back in my day, you know, old times, we did not have like Netflix or anything. So I either had some VHS tapes, and I basically watched whatever was on TV. And there was a channel that actually made my childhood, which is called Canal Panda, which is basically Panda Channel. Yeah, we can say that. And I ended up like watching a ton of different series in it. I learned about Mega Man there, where I watched Mega Man Anti-Warrior. It only had the first season, but it is what it is. I remember Beyblade, I remember Digimon, I remember quite a lot of series. Then I watched Dragon Ball, of course, a classic, Sailor Moon. Actually, quite a lot of shows. Of course, here, Disney Channel was a paid channel, so I did not have Disney Channel at home. However, we had a thing that was pretty cool. Because Disney Channel, when it came out here in my country, basically what ended up happening was that... how am I going to explain this? Basically what ended up happening was that we had like, for everyone, 30 minutes free of that channel. And I would watch every single day a program called Art Attack. Full of Mario fans. Okay. Looks like we are already out of time, so this really needs to be the last game. So, I liked Mario. I had, an SNES, like, one of those big ones that had tons of games, you know. I had one of those at home. It was the first console that I ended up playing, and there was Super Mario 1. I liked Super Mario 1, but besides that, never played much. Don't get me wrong, I always liked seeing my cousins playing Super Mario Bros. 2, Bros. 3, Super Mario World. Then I remember they ended up getting Galaxy 2 for some reason. But yeah, was never a Mario fan per se. I think it's a fun game. It is a game that, like, it's a bit too safe on its approach. That's why I always preferred Sonic. And I grew up with all the side Sonic content. Sonic Advance series, the Sonic Rivals series, even the Sonic one that I had was the Master System version. And, yeah, there was just something in my childhood that made me never, like, become, like, this big Sonic fan immediately, you know? Because I never knew much about Shadow. I learned who Shadow was from, the LCD machines from McDonald's. So, yeah. Like, my cousin had Sonic Heroes, he had Shadow the Hedgehog, even had Sonic Unleashed, the PS2 version, and I had Sega Superstars Tennis. It's way different, I know, but it is how I learned more about Sonic, was through those titles. And don't get me wrong, I actually love some of those titles. Hey Voidbit, how's it going? Welcome to the live stream. Unfortunately, you end up reaching here in the end of it, but hey, welcome. Maybe we can win a game this time, or not. not going to say that I am not a Sonic fan, because I am. But the game that made me like Sonic was the first game from the main line that I got, which was Sonic Generations. I ended up seeing like the game itself, and I thought it was a pretty neat game, and it showed me that we had a boss fight against a monster of water, and then we had a boss fight against a black hedgehog, you know, and then we had Silver, which I knew from the Sonic Rivals series, but it was a whole different experience, and I think that it was what made me a Sonic fan. Okay, you guys have some interesting first games. My first one was Sonic 1 from the Master System. And the fun fact is that I ended up getting Sonic Mega Collection Plus. It was a game that I begged for, but 1 week after I ended up breaking my controller. So there was just something in the universe that did not want me to try out anything Sonic related. Okay, Sonic Frontiers. You guys have some interesting games. But hey, here I am, now I play Sonic games. So, yeah. That's a story. Okay, we are going to claim, and we have unlocked Chrome Eggman. Okay, nice. And a Season 1 bonus. Okay. So today ended up being a productive day. I still have this from the Season Pass. Still a big line. But we are going to be focusing that on tomorrow. I think Sonic Rumble will be Switch compatible. I don't know if they want to bring this game to consoles, honestly. That is something that I really wonder. But hey, only time will tell. Let me just see here the daily machine. Okay, I end up buying everything. So yeah, guys, I think that is it for today. Yes, but Fall Guys is Fall Guys, and this is not Fall Guys, unfortunately. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's live stream. Tomorrow we are going to be having another live stream, okay? It's going to be at a different time since I am working on the night shift and I can't really do it in this time. But hey, thank you very much to everyone who watched. Tomorrow we are back with the second live stream. Just got news that the Sonic X Pac-Man World 2 collab is coming tomorrow. Unfortunately, I don't have that game, but maybe if I get my hands on it, I will do some sort of coverage from it. Either way, thank you very much to everyone who was here on the live stream, and I'll see you all tomorrow. And if you can, consider using my code. It's called Sonic Station. In fact, let me just show you here in game how you can insert it if you end up doing any purchases. It would truly help me out. You go here right at the very end, and here it is, Sonic Station. Okay guys, you just go here. Let me just show you. I end the support. You go here, it asks you to enter the creator code. You enter Sonic Station and enter and support the creator, and that is going to allow you to use my code. What ends up happening with my code is basically you get to help me provide basically some income from your purchases. So if you spend some sort of money, I'm going to be receiving about 6% of what you end up spending, at least during this year, and that will help me out pretty much a lot. And you can use this code on Angry Birds 2 too. So if you can, please consider using it, but please be cautious and only buy stuff if you can in these games. Okay guys? With that said, would like to take this time to say thank you very much for watching. Hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care everyone, have a nice day, and stay safe. Bye!